Hello and a very warm welcome, and I update you on my driving progress. We brought the first one, very good, very successful, and for a first time of me driving a car, it couldn't have gone any better really. One stall, I was very confident. Going into my second session, oh no, it was a complete disaster from the get go. I went to the same spot. It was horrible, horrible. I don't know what was happening. Went at like 8 o'clock at night, thinking it would be kind of quiet. So I basically got the full road to myself, and there was like cars there. So the pressure was on really because I had to set off and I had to stop. Yeah, it just wasn't wasn't correct. Like when I was braking the first time, because we were only going slow, I was using the clutch and then the brake. But some people have told me that I should use the brake clutch brake. So maybe there's different ways of doing it. Um, yeah, it just didn't go well from the get go. Really, I started her up, and now the bite. Getting the bite was a real strong point of mine. And yeah, I was lifting the clutch up too quick and stalling. And then I was starting to panic, make mistakes. It just really was a bad session. But at the time, I was frustrated with myself. I think I went into the second session a bit too overconfident because the first one went so well. I was like, right, I'm gonna build on this. Maybe I was trying to rush it, kind of thing. So that's a lesson learned that I probably got ahead of myself too quickly. I mean, it's my only my second time in a car, so like ever. I've got no experience yet, cause my first session was so good. I'm trying to like speed up the process, but I'm not embarrassed to say that I made quite a few mistakes. I panicked, and it was just getting worse because I panicked. I was making more and more mistakes. But that's the whole point in learning to drive. You're going to make mistakes. Hence why it's called learning. Yeah. But the road was, there was a lorry parked up, sleeping. Then the road goes like straight and then it goes round a corner. Where there was a lot of, I could only go so far and then I had to stop. So the pressure was on that I had to stop. Which is, it all went well, but yeah, a couple of stalls, not that confident. And yeah, it was just one of those. Anything that could go wrong went wrong. So yeah, and I came home. I was quite frustrated with myself. I had like for a first time, I don't think it actually could have gone better having one stall. And then I get in my second. Maybe I was a bit overconfident, thinking I'm gonna launch this and we're gonna be on to the next thing. And I started her up. I jumped off the clutch pedal too quick, and yeah, stalled. Then I did that like two or three times, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And then at the end, it was okay again. But yeah, it's all part of learning. A lot of stalls, a lot of mistakes. But yeah, positive news as well. I contacted an instructor in my area to get a feel for the price. And she said, I've got no spaces for a good 2 to 3 months. Hence why I'm going out with a family member to practice while I'm waiting. But she says she's got a couple of clients, or pupils, I think is the word they use, going for tests in a couple of weeks. So if they pass, she's going to have a free slot. And it's a female instructor. So, yeah, in 3 weeks, if them people pass their test, I could have a slot. Of course, I'm probably not ready, but like some people don't even get to use their like card, do they? They just go straight to the instructor. I mean, that's what. There's got to be worse people than me learning to drive. Yeah, but as the second session, it was quite disastrous. Hold my hands up. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you what happened. I'm going to tell you the truth. And if I had a GoPro in the car, you would see the real truth. My first session was phenomenal. I was really impressed with myself. Second one was a disaster. I don't know what it was. I made one mistake, and then I just continued the mistakes. And there was cars ahead. I got a bit frustrated. But then we moved, and we were on a slight hill. Not a massive hill, just a slight rise. And I managed to pull away there. I built up quite a lot of speed. I was ready to change gear, but obviously I'm not at that stage. So it started disastrous, but it ended up finishing quite well. My next session is Monday. Obviously got the Grand Prix on this weekend, so yeah, I don't really have time. So I'll go back out on Monday, and that will be my third session. So yeah, I would love to get a GoPro in. It would be a good watch to see my progress. But yeah, I'm gonna give what could you call this? Like a reaction video every time I go out. And let's see how many we get through. This is #3. We had #1, learning to drive, waiting for the provisional. #2, driving the car for the first time, went very well. And then #3, disaster. Yeah. And this is in a playlist, so if you've missed any videos, make sure to go back and basically watch them all through. Thanks for watching. We'll do another one of these after my third session. Maybe I got too overconfident, thinking, this is not as difficult as it seems. Yeah, a reality check. I think that's a good way to put it. Are we not stopping? Fucking hell, OBS.